And out of nowhere, HOI4 releases a new achievement, and it looks absolutely miserable. Okay, so as Germany, I need to be at war with the Soviet Union, the French Republic, and the United Kingdom all at the same time. And then on top of that, I need to be at 30% surrender progress, and then also manage to come back and take all of their capitals. This doesn't sound like it's going to be fun at all. I'm just trying to think now, what path would actually be the strongest for me to do this in? I'll probably go with historical. Actually, on second thought, I did a couple of tests and I actually want to try out one of the secret fascist paths that Germany has to offer. So I'm going to give that one a shot and then see how it goes. So without further ado, let us begin what is probably going to be one of, and then again, I have done the Tanner Tuva achievement, so one of, definitely not the most annoying achievement ever. Great. The first step that you know that this is going to be a great achievement is when the achievement lies to you. That is so funny. So it's a very infamous thing is that it's like a way of knowing that the achievement is going to be fucking miserable is when it does this bullshit. So in the description it says get over 30% surrender progress. In the actual like showing you all the checks, it says over 50% surrender progress. And on top of that, it needs the actual checks for it. First of all, doesn't mention the whole thing about, not ever having capitulated, something that could have been mentioned. But also, it says that you need to be at war with the Soviets, France, United Kingdom. Those are three checks. And then control, those are all of their capitals. But then, like, that means that you still have to, like, they have to have been, like, the way that I'm seeing this is, let's say you're reversing the Allies, right? You take down France, you take down Britain, get to a peace deal. What's going to happen is that it'll complete the check now that you control Greater London area because you conquered them, took them to peace deal. It's going to check the controlling Paris or Ile-de-France, but then it's going to uncheck is at war with France and is at war with the United Kingdom because the peace deal has already kind of have gone through, which means that they want us to they want the United States in the war is what I'm trying to say, so that you don't go to a peace deal. Same thing with the Soviets. They want you to take Moscow, but still be at war with them, because you need both of those checks at the same time. So, this is going to be miserable. I'm not going to have fun. This achievement's lying to me. It's probably lying to me even further. We're going to figure it out. Okay, so I think I have mapped out a strategy. I've spent a couple minutes like mapping out a strategy I could use to potentially not like a potentially like work around this messy achievement. So what I'm thinking, and I'm not sure it's going to work, is that I get an early war done with France and the UK, and then get the Soviets out of the way, and then sort of like exile, maybe exile Britain to like Isle of Man or something, so that the Allies faction still stays up. Then I'm gonna maybe go to war when Japan attacks the United States. I'm going, and then America joins the Allies. I'm gonna then declare war on Britain, and since they're now in a faction with another major, they won't immediately capitulate. I'll then complete the check for being. I'll also exile France to like I don't know Kerguelen, maybe like Kerguelen down here. Or maybe, just for the, historical accuracy, I'll exile them to Saint Helena. So, so then what I'll do is now that I have an exiled France and an exiled Britain, still both of them going to be in the Allies, I hope. I'm going to then, now that I have their capitals, London and Paris, I have the capitals, so then I can be at war with them, be in a permanent stalemate war between the United States, because I'm gonna like puppet Canada so that the United States doesn't go in on me through Canada. but the United States has no way of accessing Britain. And then I'm going to turn my focus on the Soviets now that I'm going to be in a permanent war with them, and then just take Moscow. That should complete all of the checks. I hope. I hope. So let's get this out of the way. I'm gonna. Hopefully this works. Might not, but let's give it a shot. First things first, we are going to rally the Wehrmacht. Just build a bunch of military factories where we know that we're not going to keep that. Where we know that we're going to keep in the Civil War. We're going to lose them, but might as well start. As usual, fix the shitty beginning production lines. And once all said and done, I'm just going to build a bunch of convoys, because why not? Get rid of this shitty light tank. Add some anti-air. Something like this should be good. We do not really gaff about Eric Raider. Purge this unsafe YouTube word of scum from our lands. This I would usually do, but we kind of want fascism to remain, so let's just immediately start. Probably 4-year plan. Do the usual insanely easy German Civil War. Longer than usual, but whatever. Okay, let's imprison them just so we get that extra boost of fascism. Okay, I think I'm... Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna actually hang the Nazis because I think you do need to do that for getting Strasser. Yeah, so hanging the Nazis gets you Strasser. Okay, got it. I've never done this path before, so let's just boost our non-aligned support in the meantime by lowering democratic and communist. Go for military dictatorship. Patriate the communists. Yes, after that, we now get Otto Strasser. And now I'm hoping to get the guarantee from Britain so that I can go in on Belgium and France at the same time. And hopefully, because I'm doing that, it means they won't join the Allies. Because if you're guaranteed by someone and they're guaranteeing someone else, they won't enact a guarantee. But France will still enact the guarantee. Luckily, France, on its own, you know how it goes. Just going to set up on the border. It's just break their entrenchment by letting them push out a bit. Because obviously, we don't want to fight on this small gap. Good news. So now we go in on Belgium. Rearmament has always been our goal. Awesome. So, what I'm going to try and do is take all of European France. Let's do some shenanigans here. Find what island can we... Where can we exile them? Probably... See, we want it to be somewhere that is navally invadable. So let's probably go with... Actually, we don't need it to be navally invadable. If anything, we want it to be as far away as possible. So I'm going to just pick Kerguelen because we just need to be at war with them. We don't need to beat them again. So I'm going to do exactly that. Where is Kerguelen? Actually, I'll just do this. Paradox and their outdated methods of doing shit. To select everything just so I can not take one state. Love that. Awesome. So we just take everything and most importantly, take the French Navy so we can actually stand up to the British Navy. And we shall just leave France there by their little lonesome. Getting some Napoleon vibes. Let's make sure our... do all of this just so that our economy of conquest doesn't get too out of hand. Which ones should be good? Yeah, we can do all of this. Okay, so now we are on the ticking time bomb because of our economy of conquest going up the more non-core territory we have, and we kind of own, let's just say, a lot of non-core territory. Completely forgot to put Otto Strasser in charge, but it shouldn't matter no matter what path we go. As long as we're on the Altist non-aligned section, should be good to follow. So we're going to wait for this to complete, because what I'm going to do then is go down the realpolitik path and revoke our guarantee, then go in on Portugal, who will then immediately be guaranteed by Britain. But first, maybe I'll take a little expedition to the Netherlands. Might as well do that now. Awesome. So we take this focus to create a faction and revoke our British guarantee. Then we get a free Portugal. As usual, the method I like to do splits off destroyers, splits off submarines, submarines in a new theater, split the submarines, put them on convoy raid all over the UK to completely starve them. Do patrol, make sure you hit this little button. Also, where else can we, might as well do convoy raids just everywhere that you can reach. And then strike force with everything else. And then you should be good to naval invade. So, let's wait for the faction. How close are you to finishing? Oh, okay, Italy is having its own little kerfuckle. Are we still guaranteed? We are not. Okay, awesome. Let us... Ooh. Czechoslovakia wants some action. Okay, that's fine. It's a little bit of a detour. Just move some guys over there. What can we do in the meantime? Let's maybe just develop modern warfare, and then it gets finally get Strasser in charge. Okay, probably stop training you. Wait for that, and then I guess we're just going in with one group. So let's see how this goes. Oh, right, I need to declare on Le Portugal. What's our dominance like? Yeah, we should be good. Get a little bit of entrenchment. That should be good. Okay. Then we go in. Just make sure. Awesome. Okay, cool. So, let's see how well this war goes. Should be a quickie. I'm just going to do this whole thing unedited, because I know a lot of people struggle with the UK. It's really not that hard, though, if you have the right setup for it. Let's block off, what's it? Cornwall, I think that is. Now Plymouth. Get that port. Just completely starved the UK. Still have all of our subs. Is London gone? Make sure Czechia. Okay, Czechia is still good. I don't think Czechia is supposed to be. I think that's a bit of an outlier, but just do what I do. If it's. Oh, Soviet wants to send volunteers. Sure. Sure. Still have. As long as you still have subs, you'll be good. Subs are the most crucial part of this naval invasion strategy. It's always the case. They should have been completely crippled once we take Liverpool, though. Yeah, any minute now. What's it looking like? Oh, they're about to disappear. I hope Czechia is not a major. Let me quickly get Siam. Just while we're at it. Join the allies, please. Thank you. Okay, awesome. Just getting a little bit of extra land where we can. Any minute now. There. Okay, I think we still... Okay, yeah. Czechia is still a major. Let's quickly get them out of the way. Just make sure... Okay. Awesome. Let's quickly knock the Czechs out of the war. This should not be difficult at all. Let's also build up a bit more, wherever we can. Just getting over these forts is a bit of a nightmare, but I don't think those forts are completely built yet, so... Yeah, I'll just skip this part because the main part's done. Awesome, okay. So, now my strategy is, first of all, let's wipe off these irrelevant nonsenses off the map. Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. I have a plan for Canada that I'm not going to do just yet. But I think we're at the stage now where we can just annex everything and it shouldn't be an issue, just so we can get that autarky. So let's do this with these guys. And then for Canada. For Canada, I think I'm just going to puppet them just so that I have a stalemate against the United States. That is my plan. So I'm going to satellite Canada. Add resource rights. War reparations. Canada. Okay. It's Canada dealt with. And then for UK, I'm going to take everything, I think, except for Isle of Man. I'll leave them in Isle of Man. Okay, I don't know why. This is so stupid. I hope Isle of Man is very low down. Isle of Man, but it unselects everything else for some bullshit reason, so... and that should... Oh, this is going to take ages. Okay, exiled to Isle of Man, and obviously, we're going to take the Royal Navy. I mean, come on. And I guess the great Portuguese Armada, and the great Siamese Armada. Awesome. So that's Britain now dealt with, and now I think my plan is to obviously I'm going to take down the Soviet Union, like proper, and then I think I'll just go to war with the... Wait. Okay, so I'm going to have to do an exile on the Soviet Union as well, and I don't think I need to go to war with the US, but... I mean, we've already done the puppet, so might as well. I think I'm going to exile them to, like, fucking Diomedes Island or whatever this is called. Kamchatka or whatever. I don't know. And then I'm going to just declare war on all three of them, and then the achievement should pop, correct? That should be how it works. Let's take a gander. Oh, but that is... Okay, so it is worth, because eventually Japan is going to go in, and the Allies still... No, the Allies do not exist. Okay, never mind. But then it'll probably be like Britain joining the American Commonwealth or whatever. There's gonna definitely be a faction that pops out between the two. We did lose a lot of ships, but it's fine. Nobody else in Europe can contest this navy. The only real contestant to this navy now is the United States. And maybe Japan. You never know. So let's just link up the two navies. Or the two fleets, rather. And yeah. I think the rest of this should be pretty simple. I'll do a little bit on how I should take on the Soviets, but I mean, yeah, I'll guess I'll get there when I get there. Let's just take a gander. Obviously, we immediately now want to head on to getting autarky because we can actually do that. It doesn't say we can, but it's just because we haven't. It should in a minute say it once we've consolidated our holdings. Why is it not saying it yet? Interesting. Okay, I guess not. Does Isle of Man have like a shitload of iron? No. Should be the case now that we can get autarky. I don't know. Should be any minute now that we get it. So yeah, just go down the... maybe we can go down the European Confederation path just so we can get more core land. That should help. And then go down the aggressive expansion just to get as much of Europe as possible. So yeah. See you when I see you. Cool. Actually, I should probably halt on doing the European Union just because it's going to increase my core territory, and I do need to get over 50% um, surrender progress. So maybe let's like I'll give it a shot. I'll see if it causes any problems. Really, to get the oil, I'm just going to go in on Iran, do an ancient United States tactic. Okay, so I think my new victim. Well, not victim, my new subject for how I'm going to falsely get 50% surrender progress is I think going to be Sweden. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like make a entrenchment around Berlin and then let Sweden just go ham on the rest of my holdings. That should hopefully work. I'm not going to integrate Britain, first of all because I can't, but second of all, even if I could, because it takes ages for any AI, I think, to recognize that they can naval invade Britain, just because it's hard coded into the game that they should wait before naval invading Britain. So I'm just to be safe. Probably not the case, but you know. Actually, I might take Sway the Balkans to get Romania as a puppet. Okay, is that it? That might be it. There we go. Okay, so I did accidentally incorporated Iberia, so it's going to be a bit more difficult. But now, let me just first of all get rid of Poland. They did try to go to war with the US, and the US obviously doesn't know how to fucking naval invade, so I got all of the war score. Um, but the game's still going to be annoying about it, so I'm going to have to manually take the whole Soviet Union. Awesome. Thank you, Paradox. The United States and their 1% war score. Oh my god. Oh my god. Genuine rage bait. Genuine rage bait. Genuine rage bait. Genuine rage bait. Genuine. Thank you. Okay. So I took everything. I even took their little Finnish puppet. And then I again Napoleoned them into the Chukchi Peninsula. The United States tried to fight me on that, as usual. Now, probably gonna go after Japan. Just because, or like, if they come in on me, I'll go in on them. But I'm surprised they haven't already. I think I've messed this whole game up, because I like messed up the AI because the AI doesn't know what to do. But anyway, um, so my plan now is to go in, on Sweden. I'll maybe take Denmark so that I have a land border. Sweden will push me. I'll actually core Finland and Karelia, uh, just so that it's more core land that they're taking from me, and it's right next to them, so they'll take it a lot easier. Then I'll let Sweden push through from Denmark through Russia. I'll make a little entrenchment around Berlin, and then just let Sweden do its thing. And then what I'm going to do is, since I now control Paris, London, and Moscow, I will then declare war on each of these three Napoleon places. I put in Kerguelen, Chuki, and Isle of Man. So it'll then complete the checks that I'm at war with them, and then complete the checks that I own their capitals. And then, since Sweden is doing all of their stuff, it'll also complete that check. And since I've taken so long, it'll also complete the check of me being, uh, oh, me being about past 1941. So awesome. I'm gonna see if that works. By the way, just might as well. Um, I did get Stressor in charge. Not a fan of the flag, but this is what I used later down the line. I eventually just made some, literally for my flame tanks, just literally just added a flame support and called it a day. And then here is, I used basic SPGs. So like something like this. Make it artillery, make sure. And then my templates, I used this. I forgot to add, just to show you how overpowered it is. You don't even need the full thing. this, and then for whenever I run out of special forces, I just replace it with infantry. Something like this works perfectly fine. And then this is my doctrines. So this works, this works. And then these two don't really matter. I just picked any random ones. And yeah, so now it's just about seeing whether it'll work, because I haven't really tested this out properly. So yeah, hopefully it works. I'm going to give Sweden a bit of an easier time by making supplies a little bit better. So when they're pushing through Karelia and Finland. And then I'll add like a couple supply hubs. Yeah, because it's atrocious down here. At the moment, Sweden doesn't look too good militarily. I'm going to spy on them so I can see how many divisions they have. But if worse comes to worse, Sweden is a democracy and the United States is a democracy. So I'll just declare on Sweden. If it doesn't go well, I'll declare on the United States, and then they'll obviously join the American Commonwealth. And then the United States will send troops over and get rid of me. So yeah, let's give it a shot. Oh, I also forgot. I need to make bastions around Moscow and Paris because don't want them taking that. Since Moscow will be cut off from the capital, they're going to run out of supply fairly quickly. So what I'm going to do is I will connect them to Leningrad, like a little circular motion like that, connected to Leningrad, so they have a base, and they manage to just include these ports as part of my little fortress that I'm going to set up, just so that we don't lose supply in Moscow. And then I'll do the same in France. I'll like go around the Have like that. Britain, I'm going to take a gamble on and just assume they won't naval invade. It shouldn't be that deep. So I've just gone and set up some cursed little front lines like this. I'm going to also spam supply hubs in there before the war and some forts, just to guarantee they don't push through it. Another thing I'm worried about is, yeah, so another thing I'm worried about is that the United States AI, even though I'm not going to be attacking from Canada, will death stack on their border with Canada just because it prioritizes home defense over foreign defense. So it might not send that many troops to Sweden if there's a threat on their border. So I might just annex Canada or maybe release them. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably release them. I shouldn't worry about my economy that much because I have enough equipment to yeah. Even better, Yugoslavia joined the American Commonwealth. Okay, this is gonna be a lot easier now. Let's just piss off as many people as possible. I'm gonna try to piss off Japan. You know, you're very far into the game where everyone is just sending you provisional government requests. Oh my god. Help me. Aurelia has never looked cuter. Requests are still going, by the way. 3, 2, 1. There we go. I might also do West Slavic expansion just because I know Yugoslavia is going to try and push up here and Sweden's going to, on their way down, come through it. So it's just more core territory for them to take. Okay, I know oh. So I know that France won't come back because they're that far away. Russia can't come back because going through Siberia is going to take ages for them. But I am worried about Britain being too close for comfort. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just set my whole fleet out. Just like slap them on patrol over there. Just so that we don't lose sight of the British. Just in case they've rebuilt a navy. Okay, let me get this straight. You want me, as the German Volksreich, to create a provisional government that consists of of a collaborative civilian population with us, and then still call them British Malaya? What? I see. Fuck off. Oh my god. I see you spying. I see you trying to get some dominance there, UK. In case you guys didn't want more proof that the AI cheats, Isle of Man has a population of 58,000. Not only that, you're not supposed to be able to withdraw like even 100% of your civilian population. Yet, the United Kingdom somehow has between 100,000 and 200,000 manpower. Why? Because the AI can just summon manpower out of thin, nada, nil, fuck, all fuck air. Like, it's insane. And this is just even further proof that the AI does that. France. In Kerguelen, a population of 96. Do you want to take a wild guess? Oh, colony state as well, by the way. Not even core territory. So only 2% of the fucking 96. Hello. And they have 345,000, between 345 and 500,000 manpower. Lovely. Let me actually take a look at the Soviet Union. Soviet Union is probably the exact same. 1 million manpower. 1 million manpower on an island with 34,000 people. Are you fucking serious? Okay, perfect. Chile, who I believe, yes, is in the American Commonwealth. So I'll get all of these big nations, United States. I'll get Yugoslavia into the war while I'm declaring on Sweden, all in one fell swoop. I think the historical United States AI will send, like, when at war with Germany and it has a foothold in Europe, will just spam divisions in Europe because it's supposed to recreate, like, the Normandy landings and all of that. But yeah, so I think we should be good. Ooh, wait. So I released Canada, well, I annexed Canada so that I could release them as a non-puppet. But if the United States takes them, that could actually work. It'll make them a lot stronger as well. Oh, this is Trump's dream come true. They just need this now. Yeah. Okay, so that sorts that out. Moment of truth. Oh, look at that beautiful rapid expansion. Okay. Oh, do need to go to war with these guys. So I mustn't forget that. Now at war with everyone. So now I've completed all the checks. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Wow, that was like nothing. What am I seriously at 30%? Oh, okay, so first of all, it not oh, okay, 32. So it is 30, but they just put it as 50 in the other thing. Okay, awesome. So I don't even need to do all of that. No, I can even like continue and reclaim this game. I'll probably do that as like a fun challenge for myself, but that's not required. So awesome. Glad to see that that works. Um, yeah. So feel free to, I guess, do this method. This was just me messing around. There's probably way more optimal ways to do it because this is literally my first attempt at going at it. So I was like testing a couple of things as well. Also like my first time doing this path as Germany. So yeah, awesome. That's another achievement out of the way. Well, it can be a very fun achievement now that I think about it if you do it like the way I guess they wanted you to do it, which is to play as fascist Germany and be like in a situation where you're actually losing World War II and be at war with a full Soviet, full Britain, and full France. But that's way too much. But yeah, glad to see that this way works. Yeah, I have nothing else really to say. That's it. I'm definitely gonna be taking a break now. That's for sure. Yeah, cool.